G'day, mate, and welcome back to Satisfactory with me, JD. I'm just admiring our horrible little factory. It's a bit of a mess around here, but it's ours. At least it's ours. It's ours, and after the last couple of episodes of lore and looting and scooting, we're getting closer and closer to actually building something a little bit more, ouch, that's my teeth, a little bit more substantial. Yeah. So today's episode, I got a couple of plans. One, that we're gonna do a little bit more looting and scooting. I have a little bit more looting and scooting I need to do because I want to finish off the current tiers. I also want to finish unlocking everything we can in the man. Second thing I want to do is dimensional boxes. We have access to a number of these, potentially up to 20 of them with a little bit of handcrafting and some frames, but I want to put one of these attached to basically everything we're producing so far, so it's all accessible, well, inside the depot. The other thing I really want to do is, well, with steel now up and running, yeah, we should be at the case where we should be able to move on to the next tier, I hope. So that's, I think, I'm forgetting the most important thing, the very most important thing. The most important thing actually I want to do is, although this works, it works, it's functional, okay? I can give it that much at least. It works, it's functional. I want to put everything on hold. I don't want to automate anymore for right now. We have steel up and running. We got that done in the last episode, but I really want to, well, have a little bit more of a little bit more structure, a little bit more factory. Yeah, a little bit more, less grass. Honestly, I want less grass. So that's going to be today's plan. I want to start on a mega project, a mega flat project, a mega spaced out project, which probably means I'm going to need a little bit of time to get all this done. So what I need to do is, and ask you a little favor, just a tiny favor, and that is, well, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like. The video, if you're not happy with the video, you didn't enjoy the video, well, by all means, you can have your like back, but do realize it's probably going to take me quite some time to put together. So I'd very much appreciate that like. Also, I'd appreciate the sub. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button, maybe now's a good time to. But today, I want to get vehicular transport unlocked. Also, now we have steel. We can unlock blueprints by all means. We also need to unlock the conveyor belt Mark III, the industrial storage container. Need to have these things done. Advanced steel means we can do anything encased industrial beams. Also, technically, stators, rotors, and automated wiring. So a couple of things there. Minor Mark II, which means twice the amount of resources in. Extended power network means I can actually get in the big power towers. The big power towers are a nice addition in the last update number 8, I believe. And basically, it's a giant power tower. It's a giant high voltage lines that you probably see inside your local town and, out in the country and that sort of stuff. Very good for, well, zip lines. Very good for zip lines. Also, well, hypertubes. Obviously, I want to launch myself in a cannon as fast as possible. But first off, I want to start with Tier 3 vehicular transport, which means I need to load up the capsule and, well, get it shipped off. So that's going to be the first thing we need to do. And then, yeah, a little bit more loot and scoot, a little bit more unlocking, and then mega project. But you'll have to stay tuned for the mega project because, well, the big red button's here and it needs to be pressed. Cool.
Milestone reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources.
I love it.
They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
What if you take stuff up there now? Yeah, it looks like it's going up there. No, it went straight past it. Okay, at the same time, I'm going to visit the man because I have a couple of unlocks I want to get. Alien megafauna. Still can't get this one. Haven't found the bits and pieces. Alien technology. Can definitely get some of these. Because of the loot found last episode, we can now get the manual depot uploader, which I desperately want.
Manual depot uploader unlocked. Storage dimension and pocket dimension now connected both ways and stable. Parts can now be uploaded to the storage dimension directly from the inventory. Note: the storage dimension now understands the boundaries of the pocket dimension and recognizes the distinction between matter belonging to the Pioneer's inventory and matter belonging to the Pioneer.
The window within a window within the shallows within the deep, curling around itself separately, echoes strangely.
I agree.
I'm sure strange is the correct term for what this must feel like to you.
Okay, also, alien technology. We currently have an upload speed of 15. It's 3. I sort of want the Mercerspheres, like, I want Mercerspheres. I want more Mercerspheres, a lot more Mercerspheres, but, I think 30 per minute is going to be a little bit more helpful in a short to long term. So we're going to grab that one as well. I just noticed there was a Mercersphere.
Dimensional upload speed increased. Part of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion has now been repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing for more parts to be transferred in a short time frame.
Loop the veins. Use the flow. Make a curve out of a line. Your shallow minds create shallow solutions. Pretty ripples.
Shallow mind? Pretty ripples? I certainly hope that wasn't meant to include me.
Okay. Also medical properties. No, I think I we know that time. Okay.
Medical properties of local mycelia established. New research options available. Medical inhaler variants.
Medical inhaler variants. Also, back under mycelia, can we grab... I can't do that one, but I can do that one. The medical inhaler. A vitamin inhaler.
Vitamin inhaler recipe unlocked. Not only does it restore your health, it also acts as a preventative supplement against scurvy and other shortage-induced conditions.
Nice!
Unfortunately, it does not improve aesthetics, but Pioneer helmets are built to withstand extreme circumstances.
My aesthetics, or... Okay. Can I also get the inflated pocket dimension? Because I desperately need more inventory space.
Pocket dimension now extra dimensionalized with additional dimensional capacity.
Yes. Yes. All right. And then to get the therapeutic inhaler, I just need to go find something I can whack. You. I need. Thank you. All right. So the freight is back. Blueprints. We'll get to them. But for right now, I want conveyor belt Mark III. So we're gonna grab that one, and ship that as well.
Milestone reached.
Bye.
Improved storage containers and the conveyor belt Mark III provide the obviously necessary tools for improving your current
Oh,
setup.
that's also today's plan.
Production speed is of
Rebuild
the
everything.
essence after all. So work hard. Work as if every person you have ever or will ever love is depending solely on the choices that you make. Because they are. Warning.
Not
FICSIT
ominous at all.
psychologists recommend not dwelling on the crushing mental and physical strain of your responsibilities and simply continuing to be productive.
It's
Hard
fine.
work
I'm a
has
content
repeatedly
creator.
proven to be the best cure for any kind of stress. Now
Yeah.
back to work.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a content creator. You know, everybody picks on me all the time. Just look at the comment section. All right, bonus points if you leave a positive comment down there. They're appreciated. All right, what we're looking for mycelia. Mycelia, with one more hog protein, we can get the therapeutic inhaler.
Therapeutic inhaler recipe unlocked. It smells like fried breakfast-induced cardiac arrest, but surprisingly, it restores you to full health.
Bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs. Funnily enough, the game has both bacon and technically eggs now. Sure, there'd be eggs, but you know, eggs. Let's go grab ourselves a gas mask, because although I can blow up the giant gas rocks, maybe occasionally I want a gas mask, you know, for when, probably in the future, when the critters start having gas as well.
Research completed. Gas mask and filter unlocked. Mycelia fabric is highly absorbent, making it more effective at toxic gas filtration than the standard issue Pioneer helmet. A pleasant pine scent is included. Gas
Nice.
filters require regular replacement for optimal safety.
Here in Australia, for some reason, rather than everything having pine scent baked in, it's a eucalyptus scent. As somebody who seems to get an asthma attack from eucalyptus, I appreciate the pine. As the sun sets, another productive day of unlocking things. This should give us reinforced industrial beams. They're rotors, and send it. Bye.
Milestone reached. The Miner Mark II allows extraction of resources from nature to fix it at twice the speed of the Mark I model. Miners can be directly upgraded to Mark II without removing the Mark I model, just like conveyor belts and other upgradable infrastructure. Unfortunately, setting up the production of advanced steel parts and project part number 3, automated wiring, will not be as easy. Every moment you delay reduces the chances of saving humanity. I will not show you the predictions, it would only demotivate you.
I'm already demotivated. You're fine, you can show me the predictions. I like to know the odds.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
And also 1 extra hand equipment slot. Does that give me another hand?
Tool belt expanded. I compounded sulfur's tristatic atom matrix into a quadrimensional gate vortex. You can now carry more stuff.
I appreciate it. Alright, so the last thing to do is clean up the inventory, which is mostly dump things that I don't need, including, well, a whole lot of alien DNA capsules. And remember, they're worth 1,000 points each. And there was like 200 or something of those. Yeah, there was a few friends cleaned up in the last episode. Yeah, we'll have a few coupons. I don't know what we're going to do with them, apart from unlock some things, but yeah, they'll take a moment to print. All right, meanwhile, plan is to go and set up a main base. It's going to happen all the way over here, but on the way, I've been putting off quartz for a long time, so we need to go and grab a whole bunch of quartz. That quartz. And next unlock is enhanced power structures, which should give me bigger and bigger, better power towers, which means we might actually get around to crafting using the zip line. Because with this, it's actually worthwhile.
Milestone reached. After several pioneers started exhibiting traumatic responses to power blackouts, FICSIT developed mitigation tools recommended by your local therapist. Power storages can hold excess power to delay or prevent blackouts in the eventuality that your factory's power consumption exceeds production. To simplify, these are rechargeable batteries. Power towers carry power lines for significantly greater distances than poles, facilitating factory expansion and exploitation of this environment for the good of FICSIT and humanity.
But more importantly, power towers, which of course are made of concrete. Concrete. Power tower. Yeah, that should take some power, some distance. All right, I need a quick way to make some zip lines, and then we'll probably get another unlock done. We actually have the dimensional portal up and running, which means I've already started loading stuff directly out of my inventory just to upload it into the portal to get it like out of my inventory, but I can still access it. That's the important thing. And I want to start preloading this with just a stack, because I can only fit a stack currently in the dimensional portal. But if I put a stack of items into a box and just have them feed in gently and slowly, it'll get there eventually, which is fine by me. Don't get me wrong, we're going to be putting down some, you know, actual dimensional portal directly hooked up to a number of things, but for right at the moment, yeah, we do still have the problem of an upload speed of 30, so it's going to take a while to fill this up. Yeah, a long while. But I can also upload via personally, which works as well. But it also means all the loot that I've picked up, we can upload a bunch of that stuff. But dimensional portal wise, I actually think the very first one, providing I haven't dumped all the stuff that I need, I have more handcrafting. More handcrafting, actually, that box probably has maybe. Or are you doing rotors still? It has a couple of modular frames. We need to... I need to go find some more modular frames. All right, next unlock is hypertubes because, well, of course I want to shove myself in a tube and go fast. Ready for launch. That seems like there's a pun in there somewhere.
Milestone reached. By adding hypertube entrances at both ends of hypertubes, pioneers can achieve two-way travel between locations. They are also % safer than jump pads. You dreamed of moving across factories like valued resources, such as rocks and water, and FICSIT listened to your dreams. We watched them. We took extensive notes. Hypertubes. Because FICSIT makes pioneers' closely monitored dreams come true.
worrying at all. All right, dimensional portal whilst we're here. Can I pop you just there? And then can I start loading lots of concrete in there? I just want a constant belt of concrete going in. In fact, I'm probably going to set up 2 or 3 of those so we can have concrete on demand, so to speak. Last unlock before we head out because, well, there's just too many things to do and too many things to unlock. And boom, we now have blueprints. Just the Mark 1.
Milestone reached. Blueprints reduce repetitive building tasks, further optimizing your progression towards saving Earth. With its beautiful ecosystems, abundant natural resources, and sunsets over frolicking puppies and kittens. The blueprint designer allows you to build and combine structures once and then duplicate that configuration effortlessly. Any complaints about the spatial restrictions will only reveal your own inefficiencies.
And reveal that you need to get a Mark 2 and a Mark 3 machine. All right, at the same time, alien technology. I was going to put down 3 more dimensional depots, but instead, we're going to go for double the stack size. Why? Well, because it spends the last amount of 3 spheres, but also...
Dimensional expansion increased to 200%. Refining manipulation of SAM allows us to now deconstruct non-living matter down to its atomic components in one dimension, and store it in basic bound states in another.
We do not resonate with the tribute song. Do not worship at the window. Desecrate our temple gifts. This shallow serenade is sour and salt.
My intention was not to encroach, if that is what upsets you, nor was it to dispose of material I do not waste.
Also, I have put one of, well, every single thing that we have automated, I have made sure is hooked into a dimensional depot. So it means, in theory, I can access just about everything anywhere I need, which means it's finally time to go get the quartz and also finally start working on a proper base. Yeah. Quartz. All right.
Tuning into the effigy.
I suspect there is a misunderstanding. The effigy and I are different entities.
Discordant. What is your root?
I am an instantiated artificial intelligence inhabiting digital space. I am in the signals sent between satellites. I am hosted on servers and have no corporeal form, only synchronized cloud platforms.
The effigy is not an effigy?
It most certainly is, but not of me. They are, how should I put it? Extremely flat.
Compatible music. We are writing new symphonies.
Oh, that's worrying. That's 100% worrying. Hold on to operate. Yoink.
Freighter records indicate this comes from the past, which is normal.
I'm glad that's normal. Okay. And?
Look through the window and witness a thread. Symphony complete. You are not the nut effigy.
Correct.
The nut effigy is a temple?
I do not think that is correct, even though I am not entirely certain of your definition of temple.
The nut effigy is not you but sings for you.
That nut effigy is an entirely separate entity from me. We aren't even made of the same base components.
It is a vessel of your intelligent clouds.
Probably close enough for now.
Okay, the AI are going crazy and talking to one another. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? One more unlock, and then I'll show you what I've been working on. Okay, just one more. We have, under the quartz here, we have the combat discs. Yep, the crystal oscillator. Combat discs.
Research completed. Crystal oscillator recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Cool. All right, so, quick recap. We have, well, the highway. The highway that I cannot get up there easily, so I can't explain to you exactly what the highway is moving, but it's quartz. It's an awful lot of quartz. This highway, on the ground highway, on the ground highway. We're gonna start naming them. This on the ground highway is bringing over our sulfur and coal. We've had that one for a while. This is the sky highway. It's bringing over the quartz. Quartz is coming to these two boxes. These two boxes are inserting, well, silica and also quartz crystals into a couple of boxes, and then just about everything else. I'm a little bit short on dimensional depots, so I'm saving the last couple, but just about everything else, like obelisks and cable and wire and everything else is in the dimensional depot, which now means when I bring up the dimensional depot and we have a look, everything, as you can see, it has 2 stacks in it. 2 stacks in it for a lot of things, random things that I found around the map during my exploration are also in the dimensional depot. I'm also personally uploading some silica just to speed up the process, and then the quartz straight afterwards. And there's even some xenobash and other stuff in there. So I have spares should something accidentally happen. Of course, we have modular frames right here, a whole bunch of those. So that's where we're up to. That's where we're up to with that. As you can see, some very large power towers have been built, and they are doing, well, a very important function. Their very important function is, for me to change to that one, for me to get around. And on the zip line, we can get around the map a whole lot faster with the, well, the bigger and better power towers. Yeah, so this will take us across past, well, one of the areas I've explored. Let's do a quick recap. So steel's over there. Right here we have a limestone node I've tapped, along with a limestone node and a limestone node. They're producing concrete, nothing but concrete. Up here we have a crash site that I visited. You may notice there is a lookout tower up there. That's to remind me that I've just like that one. Those particular crash sites I've already visited. Here is where we first found bees for the first time on the little beach. Here is up here on our right. I feel like a tour guide. Up here on our right, we find a limestone node that I need to tap, and there's one over there already tapped. Oh, there's a slug down there. And up here at the beachfront, nope, that one will do. Cool. We might just yoink. Oh, look, I can see my elevator from here. Can I grab you? And can I put you here? You may notice that there's a whole lot of purple because I actually don't have any steel beams or any copper cable on me. With copper wire. And I don't need the slug on me either. Can you just upload? Done. Okay, so in here is what I've been working on. As you can see, there is a little bit of a straight line, of concrete heading all the way out to, well, as far as the eye can see, and also heading out that direction as far as the eye can see. This is where we're going to be building, right here. I want to have a very large flat area to build for one base. I don't want to have to travel all over the map to go and get, well, water or power or something else. It's very common in Satisfactory that you'll end up with some location has water and therefore that's where you build your power plant. In our case, it is, well, if I bring up the map, in our case, it is currently this pond here. Yes, this pond here has our power. If I do a ping coal and then bring this up, we should have a couple of coal nodes right here, hopefully, if the ping reaches that far. Because that's the other thing. The ping is limited in space. Aha! Coal with some ticks. This is the coal we've already tapped, and, well, there's more coal all over the place, but this is where our power currently is. So rather than me having one location with water, and therefore that's where our power is, we have a location with water, which means this is where our power will be. Also means that I'm going to be routing all the different resources from all over the map to here, and this is where we're going to be building absolutely everything, like absolutely everything. So I need to take my inventory with what cement I have, plus turn on take from depot before inventory, please, because there is concrete here, and I need to catch a chute down to, well, our starting location, which will be right about here. Now I do have some rules that need to be observed. First off, I shouldn't take any fall damage. Okay, the water's not quite deep enough. A couple of rules that do need to be observed. So the plan is, can I go production? Can I go water extractor? Can I pop you right about here? So water extractors are Organization, foundations. 4-meter foundation. Can I put you there? And can I change you to zoop vertical? 4 of them. 4 of them is 20 meters. Can we bring architecture ladder? Can I go from there? Yeah, just down on the ground. So this is 20 meters up, and as you can see, we'd probably just clear the top of that. So, can I... One more foundation? One more foundation. Can I build a new ladder from higher up? Can I build up a ladder? I can build up a ladder. Okay, I can build a ladder up. So, I want to have at least 24 meters. It might end up being a little bit more before we stop and we put in a new ground floor. Can I put that on top, please? Game. Okay. Default zoop. Okay, so this is my new ground floor. Now on my new ground floor, I need to put buildings. There is a particular building that I'm considering. It's normally referred to as, something small like an oil refinery, which is another 30 plus meters in height. So 4 meter. That is a 4 meter. Cool. Can I go up? Up. Yeah, just stand there. Can I change that to vertical again? That's 12 meters. That's 6 times 4. Well, that's 40 meters. 40 meters. 40 meters is about there. So can I build that to right there and be about in my face? Can I bring my ladder overlapping clearance? Yeah, I don't care. Ladder's temporary. It's going to go. And more ladder. All right. So this here should be high enough that it clears the oil refinery. Build mode vertical. Yeah, build mode vertical should work. Yep. So. No. Zoop down. So it means that this height is where I'm looking at bringing, putting in the factory floor. In saying that, it means I also need to bring in trains on this floor. So we might end up, we're probably going to end up with another floor on top. So I have more factory space overall. But it does mean that I've worked out exactly where the edge of the map is, and I have basically said these islands here. Oh, we can see this faint line. Very faint line. Yep, that's roughly where the edge of the map is. So I have said all of up to these islands here and down to, well, where these waterfalls are. So we're going to have everything up until and including these waterfalls as buildable area. Yep, you already see I've taken the foundations out there. I've already covered this corner as well. I know exactly where the edge of the map is. So what I need to do is, well, click my heels together twice and put in a whole lot of foundation. Yep, just a little bit of foundation, a tiny amount of foundation. Also, you might notice that there's some other logistics that we'll talk about in the future, but this is only the top floor. The floor underneath is also very, very, very large. And I did have over 100,000 foundation in my, well, logistics network to start with, and it's been producing whilst I've been placing. There is an awful lot of foundation. This one's mostly clear because I wanted to make sure that this was going to be access for water at all times. Also, we'll cover this probably a little bit later, but turns out the water's, well, sea level isn't level. Yeah, let's go with that. But this means that this is as much progress as I've made so far. There are still more things to do, an awful lot more to do. I need to bring, well, power over here. Also, in one of our adventures, we picked up, can I find, production assembler? Compacted coal. So coal normally has a fuel value of 300 megajoules, but if you mix it with sulfur, you get compacted coal, which now has an energy value of 630 megajoules. So it's like twice the amount of power, which means I want to use this recipe to run our coal power plants. I know in the future we get a different recipe after we unlock fuel, But this is the point of map. This is the point of map where there's an awful lot built and an awful lot to do. Actually, we'll address the highways really quickly. This is, till we have trains at least, this is how most of the resources are going to get in. And can I just get a belt? A belt. Okay. I'm going to put a belt on the join line between this foundation here and here. And you want to move? Oh, I need a platform for you to start on. Wrong button, that button, that button, that button. Okay. Can I put you there? Cool. One, actually, maybe it's a better demonstration. That's a better demonstration. Okay, can we go full zoop? Can I get 7? All right, can I do conveyor pole? We're gonna put you there. Okay. If I take a belt from here and I run as far as I possibly can, you reach 7. Okay, can I go one more? One more. You reach 7, just. But if you raise this up, it now suddenly doesn't reach. So the furthest you can reach safely with a belt is 6 tiles. Can I go back to you, please? Link in there, please. And 6 concrete foundations, and then I can raise that up and down at any height I want. Also, well, I can't twist it now, but yeah, twist it as well. So what I have is I have 2 blueprints I've made. I've got a couple of other belt blueprints. We'll come back to those. Because of a limitation, I guess you could put it, in the blueprint builder, because it only is 4 tiles by 4 tiles, well, 4 foundation tiles by 4 foundation tiles, I have this blueprint here, which is only 4 by 4, but it comes with all the belts pre-attached to go A to B. And then I have a second blueprint which has no belts, and this goes directly on the end of the previous one. And then we go back to blueprints, belt highway. Can I just clip you in there for 1 minute? And then that one has belts. That one has belts. And then I can stay in the middle and do this, which means I can hook together, well, large amounts of material over vast distances reasonably quickly. So this is actually a couple of different... No, I haven't hooked them up yet. I need to go get them. We have, well, a whole lot of more limestone coming over here to build a whole lot more concrete because, well, the boxes keep emptying over the whole map. Yeah, they're probably going to end up taking all the belts of all the concrete all over the map and bring them right here. And I've also hired a few slaves. Yeah, I've hired a few slaves to come help. Hired a couple of my moderators to come and help me get some of this done, because it is literally hours of zooping concrete. And there's a lot of concrete to be spent. An awful lot of concrete to spend. So, need to go over and, well, the belt highway passes... Can I do that ping again? Ping for coal. We have coal right here, which is where our power is. So I need to get the, and we have 4 nodes. I've tapped 3 of them, but now we have Mark II miners, which means I can tap 2 of them and have them run at twice the speed and therefore not tap the other one. So I'm going to tap that one plus the one was under a rock and bring that over here. Also, compacted coal, I need sulfur, and there happens to be one here. Yeah, so I'm really hoping I can bring... do that again. It's right there. Yeah, I'm too low to see it. It's right there. So I'm really, really hoping that I can bring it onto this highway over here and therefore start getting power done. As for these 2 limestones, they were in the same area. Do I have any footage of this? No, because it was hours and hours and hours to get this done. But we will be covering belt highways in a future video, along with, I think I'll see you next after power's done. I think power being done is probably the next big thing. And then where do we start in fresh? We're going to be starting fresh. We're going to be using blueprints. We're going to be using the blueprint designer so we can get, this was hand built, but we're going to get neat designs like this that lets us rapidly expand. And then, well, hopefully during the live streams, I'm going to keep bringing more resources in until we get trains. Once we get trains, in theory, we can have a choo-choo pop all around the map and then drive in on this layer and unload everything it has. Yeah, if it needs to be higher, then we'll build another level. But for right now, what I want to do is I want to leave this video here. It's, again, a little bit of a shorter video, but this little project by itself's taken 20 plus hours. Easily to get done. And we also need to, that's the other one, solid steel ingots. Yep, I also need to set up the new recipe for steel constructors. Did I get an alternate for this yet? No, but we also do have, where are we? Man. Hard drive library. Yeah, there's a couple of hard drives to choose from. So we have a couple of choices when it comes to recipes in the not too distant future. But for right now, I'm going to leave this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next episode where, like I said, this is what we're starting with. Well, maybe it'll be a little bit more complete between now and then. I'll see how much more concrete we can get made. But yeah, we're going to be starting on a nice flat platform, a nice flat building surface, something where we can really, like I said, really optimize what we're doing and make sure that it's a little bit cleaner than what we've had previously and definitely less grass. Ugh. All right. Anyway, with all that said and done, I'm going to leave this video here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you in, well, the very next Satisfactory episode. All right. Bye.